friends, I'm getting ready to do my chicken chores and I wanted to show you something fun that I've started doing. So as you know, I'm in Florida and the chickens are seriously in a lot of damp all the time. And in Florida, it is a perfect opportunity for coccidiosis, which is a bacteria or like a parasite that chickens actually have in them naturally, but it can get out of control when it's summer and hot and, you know, whatever. So then if one chicken ends up having a coccidiosis infection and then poops in an area where maybe another one is pecking around and that one ends up getting a infection, it's just a hot mess. So what I've started to do, as well as making sure I have medicine for them if it does get out of hand, I've started to give them some fermented feed. So this is like all over the place and I like all over Pinterest, and I had no idea how to handle it and like how to do it. And so I'm gonna show you what I do. Okay, so I have this jar and it's a half a gallon jar and I filled it with food about up to here. So what is that, like the 1 quart or the 2 cup mark right here, the 2 cup mark. And then I just filled it up with water and let it sit for a couple days. When I smell it, it smells like kombucha. It's a very sweet but vinegary, like it doesn't stink bad. It smells like what you would want it to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna dump out this water in my sink. And then all I'm gonna be left with is like this part. Now, my chickens don't necessarily like it super like this. So what I do is I have a pack of bowls. I got a couple of them at the Dollar Tree. And so I'm gonna take my whole jar outside and I'll pour some in one of these bowls. And because I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pens. So I dump a little bit of the fermented food in here and then I take some of their regular food and I put it in and I mix it all together. And so it's kind of like more like just like you could squeeze it into a ball. So it's like that kind of consistency where it's still wet. And then I give it to them. I'll start with it in my hand and then they get super excited about anything that I feed them. And then I'll just leave the bowl in there for a couple hours. And then I'll bring this back in. And because there will still probably be just a little bit at the bottom, I don't rinse that out. I use that like as my next starter, kind of like sourdough. And so then again, I'll fill it up with food up to here and then kind of rinse off the top or whatever, but never dumping that out, and then just fill it with water again. And so I've been doing this about every other day and my chickens love it. So hopefully that helps you too.